Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 5 of the 31 Days of Horror. D Bougie 86 here again. Now, the film I got for you guys today is a film from 2018/19. I think it was made in 18, but it got its official, wide release in 2019, that type of deal. And that is titled The Headhunter. Yes, I've been hearing a lot about this film, and it is a horror film. I know it looks like a Viking film, but pretty much. First things first, I got to get this out of the way. This film is directed by Jordan Downey. Yes, who, if you know anything about Jordan Downey, you know that he directed the Thanksgiving films. Yes, and you know those movies, and you know they're a little bit more lower budget scale. Now, Jordan Downey made this film, and when I was first gonna get into it from the looks and the things of about it, I'm like, this is from the guy who made Thanksgiving, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna get into more into the plot now. Pretty much what the Headhunter is about this medieval warrior. This takes place during medieval times, who's going around collecting monsters' heads, but he has a reason for this. Pretty much, we see in a few flashback scenes, he had a young daughter that was taken from him by this monster. Now, this is all leading up to the confrontation with the monster that killed his daughter, and he's trying to get revenge. Pretty much, it's kind of like a Ahab type story with this character. Now, that's all I'm going to leave the plot off on this one, because the more you know about this film, the less the experience is. Now, my thoughts on it. Low budget horror at its finest. The atmosphere in this film is breathtaking. The visual style of the filmmaking, the cinematography is outstanding. That's why when I say this is from the director of Thanksgiving, it has a different visual style than those films. It's a more bigger budget, more serious film than those films. So if you hear about that and it'll be like, it's from that same director, and you're like, I don't know about it. Don't Just go into it and just enjoy the ride. It has a visual style that's similar to films like Hagazuzu and The Witch, that I was actually blown away by the visual style of this film. Now, I did hear a few gripes of this movie before, and where pretty much what ends up, a lot of the people's gripes is with it is you don't really get to see him kill any of the monsters in the film. I have to say, I could see that, but I didn't care, because the way I took this film, it's more of a character study of this character. And, the way that the ending of this film plays out, without giving too much away with it, I'm kind of glad it didn't show you a lot, because it's a low budget film, and the things that they do show, they do show heads of monsters on the wall and shit, and what they do show, you get the visual sense. You see his battle wounds, you know that he's been through hell, and the acting performance by this main dude is tremendous. He sells the whole film. It's just a one man show, pretty much, this movie, and it's a nice oozy goozy slow burn feel to it, and it runs only 70 minutes, so you just go for a ride, and it's the experience of this film that I dig. The visual, like I said, the visuals and the atmosphere, the soundtrack just glued me to the screen, and I'm just following this dude through his journey, and then when the end happens, my mouth fucking dropped. I'm not gonna lie. My mouth actually dropped. There's a lot of movies today where the endings are not satisfying for me, and the way this one plays out, it's a fucking great fucking ending, and it's cold and hard and dark, and the visual style of it just makes it even more. So when you say that there's no monsters in the movie, I'm, because I'm a creature feature lover myself, I get that, but this is not about the creatures. It's about this main dude's journey to the abyss of the darkness that he's in. It's an Ahab type story, which I fucking love. So I'm going on a little rant here about that because this film is low budget horror at its finest. It's fucking great. And even because it is a low budget film, the monsters probably would look fucking cheesy as all fuck with the budget that these guys had. I'm just being honest about it, and the shit that we do see is fucking cool as hell. Like a little there's a thing that moves in this movie, which is pretty cool in the way that they use it. It's really slow moving, and you hear like a voice, and it's creepy as all fuck. It's just a slow burn, Tenjin horror at its finest for the budget that this film had. And I fucking loved it. It blew me the fuck away. This movie blew my fucking mind. If I had to rate it, it's getting a solid 9.5 out of 10. I fucking love this film. This is one of the best experiences that I had with a film like this in a while. Films like this I love in general. Like, I'm a big fan of Black Death, The Witch, Hagazuzu, to name a few of them that came out. And this one just spoke to me on all levels. And I love like these like medieval like type of stories anyways. And the atmosphere. If you have atmosphere in your film, it gets a high rating for me anyways. And the story tells itself. It's the ride. And you have to see it to believe it. I highly recommend this film. 9.5 out of 10 for The Headhunter. Check it out. All right, guys, that's it for day 5. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you guys. I'm not sure. I think I might know what I'm going to do. But I'll let you know then. So I'll see you then. Peace out.